So let me give some context here. When I was actually a really small channel, just kind of starting out, Digi helped me out when I was sub 200, I believe. Sub 200, sub 500, within that range. And he shouted my channel out numerous times, upon which, of which I've had a significant growth. And so in that respect, I really kind of owe it to him in that context, because he really did help my channel out when I didn't even ask him to help it out. But nevertheless, regardless, it was a really good deed, and thus I feel like I should probably try and mention this, which is that I feel like, Digi, if you do need some sort of help, let me know. I will try and do what I can within the best of my ability, or if it is within my power or capability. I don't know if it will be. It might be. It might not be. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I have very clear ideological and theoretical differences with you. And thus, on some level, I don't really watch your content that much, or at all. I don't think I watch your content at all. But nevertheless, you helped me out, so I'm willing to try and do what I can to try and help you out. I don't know how, but, whatever. I do, however, want to say, in some way of helping you out, which is that I think at the very least, you have to develop an action plan. Digi has to develop an action plan. Primarily in the context of what happens, what are you going to do if YouTube gets essentially nuked? Because regardless of whether it actually does or not, there has to be a way in which you can turn the skills that you've developed into transferable skills into the future, into something else. I don't know what it will be. It just has to be something else. I think perhaps you might have gotten a little bit too comfortable or too complacent with Devu editing your stuff. Because I don't know exactly what your workflow is like, but it feels like that's the case. And perhaps maybe you're getting a little too comfortable with this idea of this kind of aesthetic sort of passing off as a sort of like image in which that sort of embodies your work, or imbibes your work, or so on and so forth. But the problem here is that the artist, the starving artist trope is a trope for a reason. There has to be something other than this. You have to be able to prove to potential clients in the future that you do have the capabilities of making content that they might be interested in seeing, not just simply the content in which you have expressed to be your particular kind of visual representation. And this is not even to knock on you. I understand and acknowledge, and fundamentally, at its barest level, I respect the fact that you're trying to essentially implement your artistic vision on this kind of thing. That's fine. I understand that. But at the same time, this video makes it feel like I'm not seeing that you have an action plan. I mean, how much you're making right now? Like, what, 5,000? Half of that goes to your rent? I mean, I understand that might happen in some cases, but regardless, there has to be some sort of other mode. Like, why Boston? Why the artistic commune? These are questions that I don't know if you've asked them that when you were implementing these sorts of things. And so as a result, I don't know. I don't have Twitter anymore. So if you want to talk to me for some reason, you probably don't, but if you want to talk to me for some reason, well, that's where I'll be. Videos up, and I think we may have some sort of a Discord thing. I don't know, but that's where I am. So yeah.